Yo. Put this as your intro design.
The truth.
So I'm gonna be showing my Galebreath build in this video, and I gotta say, it's nothing special, but I personally like it, and it suits my playstyle. These stats are subjective for everyone. You don't have to use this build as a reference. You can make any build in Deepwoken, and it can still be good. So, people that gatekeep your stats, they're not playing the game right. You make your own build in Deepwoken. Here are my stats. I have 10 into strength because I feel like strength benefits heavy builds more, as penetration really works on heavy. Penetration's nice and all, but I don't really want penetration in my build. 10 points of strength equals 1 point of penetration, I believe, but I mostly went for 10 strength just to get that extra carry load, because carry load is a bit important. So yeah, I also went for 30 fortitude because fortitude in my opinion is important, but you don't need too much, as you can get fortitude from gear, items, etc. You don't need to put too much into fortitude unless you're going for like a specific build that doesn't include fortitude. So yeah. Agility, I might raise this a bit in the future because I'd say that agility is my favorite stat. Climbing is important, and agility is not only for climbing, it's used for other things too, I believe. My Galebreath build has a ton of mobility. I'd say intelligence is important. Intelligence is nice for extra ether and reservoir. Obviously that is important, but I have items that buff my ether and reservoir, so I'm pretty good in that regard. And for willpower and charisma, the reason I didn't really focus on that too much is because for willpower, it's a bit situational. For me, I don't like to spend too much time in the depths, and that's all it's really useful for, I believe. Charisma is good on pistols, I believe. I believe you do need some charisma for dual pistols. I might be wrong, please correct me, but charisma builds are good, but I didn't go for that. I'm just going for a normal Galebreath medium build. So yeah. And as you see, I've mostly leveled up medium and Galebreath. I've been focusing on that the most. I'm about to max out medium. So I'm gonna go to the campfire to show my overall stats and equipment, I guess. So I use the kite shield. I believe you need like 20 to 30 fortitude for that. Kite shield is really good if you want like an all-rounder good shield. So these are my items, you know, nothing that special. The Konga's clutch ring is really good. This is probably my favorite item out of everything, as you can slide without any delay. As for my talents, I won't go too in depth about them because I do have a lot of talents. So I'm gonna focus on my talents that actually buff my Galebreath. So the first one falling from a high place, hold spacebar to generate wind currents until you hit the floor. This is the glider move I showed you, and the thing about that move is that it's faster than a normal glider. You do go down faster than a glider, but at the same time it's easier to control. Drifting winds, so basically this one is, it's really good. You know, it's a common talent, it's quite easy to get. And whenever you hit an enemy with a wind move, you wind them, and their attack speed is lowered, which is really good. And that's gonna mostly affect heavy builds, as their attack speeds are already slow enough. Now for Vacuum Punch, to be honest, I don't know if this exactly works, but Gale Punch is really good. You don't even need to pull enemies in. Gale Punch is really good for breaking people's posture. I'd say it's the second best move for wind, right under Astral Wind. So the next Gale talent is Gale Leap. Jumping while sliding down a slope or off a cliff launches you forward. This one is good if you're running away from enemies or you're simply trying to catch someone. It does consume a bit of ether, but that's okay. So now for the next talent, Tempest Wind. I have mixed feelings about this because you do have to crouch before you do use Windblade. And the thing about that is that it's kind of hard to crouch mid-battle. Your opponent can probably see it coming if they do know that you're a wind build. So like, I'll use it right now. The thing is, it does have a bit of a startup too. I don't think it's that good of a move, but it might be good for PvE. Though I'm not too sure about PvP. Now, for these talents here, they basically allow you to get more rare mantra cards. So for example, I got a 3-star Astral Wind. I believe this is the rare Galebreath move. You're gonna be getting these a lot. You're gonna get these talents down the line as you level up your Galebreath. Now for Aftercut, basically what this does is, if you use like a physical move, like Gale Lunge for example, that's a physical mantra move I believe. What that does is it does 5% of the overall damage you did to the opponent. So say you use Astral Wind on someone, there will be an additional 5% of that overall damage. It's basically an aftercut. So I'd say that's pretty good. My next talent is Breathing Impact, and knocking enemies into objects with wind spells deals additional blunt damage based on how hard they're hit. I do say that's good if you're in the depths or something, because there's a lot of walls in the depths, there's a lot of cliffs and stuff. So yeah, it's basically just extra stun. Now, my next talent is Air Pressure, and I'm not too sure what this description means. I've tried testing out this talent, but it hasn't worked. Like, I don't know how to use it, so please tell me. The next talent is Wind Step. I'd say this is one of the best passive talents for Galebreath, just because that extra bit of mobility could make the difference. So basically when you jump, and then you hit spacebar again, you do a double jump, and other people could leap on that too. Now, for my oath, I did go for Oathless because 2 extra wildcard mantra slots is pretty good. And to be honest, there's not really any oaths that interest me or that I would want to involve into my build. So I do have other good talents, but they aren't really Galebreath related. So I'm gonna hover over all of these talents so you guys could use this as a reference for your own Galebreath build. So yeah. The only thing to do is to show this build in combat. So I'm gonna be doing a 1v1 with a friend. Alright, I'm doing the 1v1 with Mixed Kicks, and currently he's an Azure Flames build, I believe. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he could make a stat video, I don't know. But he has Azure Flames and I have Galebreath right now. So yeah, commence the 1v1 whenever you're ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Okay. I upgraded my Gale Punch to have huge AoE. Oh, not bad, not bad.
I'm trying to kite him out here. Kind of.
Oh. Nice.
Oh man.
GG.
Okay, ready, set, go.
Okay, block that. Oh, that would have been good.
Oh man.
Yeah, he hasn't really mastered it yet, but this is the third and last round. We're gonna go all out here. Alright. 3, 2, 1.
Yo. Put this as your intro desire. Put that as your intro.
Yeah, I will. Oh my god.
That was a good parry attack.
Oh.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was my Galebreath build. It's nothing special. Please check out Mix for helping me with this video. I really appreciate it. We are planning to go to the Dev City to farm Bell, so this might be my last Galebreath video. But
Hopefully not.
we'll
Hopefully
see.
not.